Okay, so this is like my new bicycle construction. No one ever taught me how to do it, and it's not fair because I mean it's not just not fair. It's a crime against humanity. I mean, what you do to innocent people, like, and it's also of course caused many people to die. You know, just they rob their immune system from their body, and then they leave them with tons of diseases. I mean, just to say that it's not fair, I mean, it's kind of like, missing the point. It's a huge crime, and it led me to so many diseases throughout my life, and it caused many people to die. It's like, a bona fide murder that is taking place on the streets of Israel, and it's totally allowed by the state. And that in itself, is a sufficient reason to destroy the land completely. To just destroy it. I mean, what kind of a state allows, killing people on the streets? This is the state of Israel, and why do I support Hamas? I mean, is that even a question? They're allowed to murder innocent, even children on the street. This is Israel. This is the state of Israel. You see here, I don't have a bicycle, but this is these are, known to be symbols of Neros, because I used that in the past. And the big one is kind of like also something, a very similar box, maybe even almost identical, was used for the famous, Quadri Q box, the famous box that I created, on the months, when I was, after the months of working on my mother's apartment before the second arrest. And actually, it was stolen from me, and I really miss it because it was an early attempt on multiplication of Neros, and it contained huge amount of Neros that were created in the box, and it was stolen after my arrest. It was something like that, maybe just like that, or maybe a little bit bigger. But with tons of but it was before I knew I already had experimentation with electrolysis, but it wasn't that it was kind of basic. But I already understood that it actually works, even though I didn't have the opportunity to take microscopic examination after the final kind of experiment because of the arrest. But I knew that it's full of Neros because it was used to actually to enrich bivacs in a tremendously effective way. But what was, and I don't know what I don't do okay, or you tell me, or don't, but just know that this is a crime against humanity. To let people, rob you of your immune system in the street, to keep you to have car accidents and all sorts of illnesses all your life. And this is my situation. I really don't know why my parents never told me about it, because I'm sure that they know about this thing, but they never did. I guess that you shouldn't speak about it freely, but is there no limit to how much all of you are subjected to the state? This is a question to my parents, but also to every other person. So you rather see your children robbed their immune system than actually tell them what to do in order to stop these people? And the parents saw me with all sorts of diseases, and they surely knew that this can be avoided if I just know what people are doing to me, but they didn't tell me anything. And this was after my older brother committed suicide, which is a classic move for Titans after they are robbed of all their Neros from their body, because they became insane. And this is not to be so. So I really don't understand. Why are my parents like that? But also, why are everybody like that? Why are you all so Nazi? What is it that makes you so bounded to the state as to if I would know, I do know that people are doing it to my children, I would fight like these people in any way that I can, and they do it. Some would argue unsuccessfully because I do not see my children now. So yes, the state had its way, but of course we are not done yet, and this war is only, just the tip of the iceberg, and whenever it will end, in a month or in a day, this state is going to be I already said that the hammer is on the way to the United States, but this cockroach that is called Israel will be squashed to the ground long before that. We will have no mercy on the state, no mercy on the state of Israel, no mercy at all. And of course, the demise of the hybrids was directly linked to the start of this war, and to the crisis in its beginning, with all the kidnapped and many dead. This is directly linked to the fact that that the Palestinians were freed from their chains, because they had the trained bacteria, of course, and they were subjected to the will of the hybrids. And many of the hybrids died, either in Venus or in here. And of course, many more will die very soon. But I mean, all of this is, I mean, this is the state of Israel. Can you hear? I mean, if I had known, I mean, I do know that it's been done to my children. I will not rest until it will stop. People will stop doing it. So you might argue, yes, but you see that, I mean, but now you don't see your children, and maybe, I mean, if your parents have ever told you about it, I mean, they wouldn't see you again. But I mean, so what? I mean, so maybe, I mean, it's true for when I'm like a young child, but I'm almost 40. Couldn't they tell me like 20 years ago about it? Who could have stopped them then? I don't understand it. And it's not only my parents, every other person, like so many people, I mean, murder me in the street. Just like that, like they murdered my brother. This is standard in Israel. Needless to say, like social workers, policemen, judges, lawyers, all are, I mean, part of the party. You know, they judge you, they try you, at the same time they take your blood from you. This is Israel. Anyway, this is like my setup. Maybe it's not the correct one, I'm sorry about it. But again, no one ever taught me what to do. That's the problem. In any case, I decided not to use sunglasses or not to use any kind of tricks to avoid the interlinking. If I walk in the street, and it doesn't happen much because I'm under arrest, but I need to walk sometimes in order to buy food and things like that. And if I walk outside and people choose to interlink with me without my permission, it's always the case. I mean, eventually I will find the way that, I mean, to absolutely destroy them. Maybe I've already found one. I mean, with the oxygen that I've done previous, like, velodrome event, and maybe like what I do now, but you understand that, I mean, very soon I will find like a way that, I mean, demonstrably works, and I mean, they're done. Like, they cannot compete with me with the number of neurons in their body, and they cannot compete with me with, like, I mean, with how much, like, I mean, you know, smoke they can get off the hookah, even though I don't know if it's a parameter. This is the state of Israel. It's not funny. Many people die because of this, and it's perfectly allowed and legal, and it's been done by all, like, I mean, you know, the highest people in society, including those that actually arrest you and trial you. This is the state of Israel. Why I'm in the side of the Hamas? Is that even a question? God is in the side of the Hamas. Allah is in the side of the Hamas. This is like a fact. This is a fact.